Gunline, 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 fire mission coming down. I'm your host, Lopez, and you're listening to the midweek memo from on the Gunline podcast. I'd like to thank you all for sitting over here with us and popping the squat. I got a new format I'm digging out right now. It's going to be having a guest host. And lo and behold, our very first guest host is going to be Lee Michael Hunt. What's up?
With the big forehead.
Big pimp.
Tell him, man, I'm looking at my forehead right now. Like, God damn, this motherfucker massive. You know
Bro,
what I'm
that's
saying?
5 head, man. I don't know what you're talking about. That shit is huge. Fucking landing pad for helicopters on that motherfucker.
I tell you what, man, I headbutt somebody, it's game over, Chief.
Oh, bonk over here. God damn. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and try this shit out. And the idea came from a little bit of Moya saying having guest hosts and shit, rather than having one set host, and rather than doing a fucking whole shoot the shit episode. The thought came into mind. I heard you having a rant earlier. Like, what better place to come and rant than on the Gunline,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where you can feel free to be yourself. So
Hell yeah, well, I can say a lot more. I'm not so much censored by Zuck, and I don't have to worry about going to Facebook jail for 30 days.
Facts. I've only been there for a week, and that was a bitch. Because you can see what everybody's posting, but you can't go and post on that bitch. That shit sucks.
Yeah.
So what's up, man? What caused your latest rant today?
So my latest rant today was something that's just been grinding my gears, right?
All right.
And it's the blind support that people have in the current commander-in-chief. And what really pissed me off a lot is what came to light over the last week. Even like Fox News, like they corroborated this story where Trump was talking down on American soldiers that lost their lives in World War I.
Right.
He was very demeaning to General Kelly when they were at Arlington Cemetery, and General Kelly was paying respects to his son.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump was like, well, I don't get it. What was in it for him? And it's like, this is a Gold Star father. He's a fucking Marine general. He's your chief of staff. Like, have some empathy, man. And what really sticks in my craw is I was having a friendly debate with this guy on another one of our friends' page.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, I support him and he's a good leader. And I was like, dude, you were in the military. You're saying he's a good leader. How is a good leader gonna disrespect POWs the way he did? And you still want to follow him? And that's a question that I have for a lot. I know some of your listeners out there, they're probably Trump supporters. He's the commander-in-chief. And I got it, some of them are even in the Army. How can you seriously say that you support your commander-in-chief disrespecting your brothers that didn't come home?
Now, let's go ahead and flip that coin there. Now, has it been corroborated by people that were actually there, or is it still those sources that are unnamed, anonymous sources?
So yeah, there are sources, but here's the deal. Now check this out, right? There are the sources that said this. General Kelly was asked to speak on it. He said he denied to comment. General Kelly in the past has spoke up about, for Trump, even after he was, let go. Mm-hmm. But General Kelly denied. He said he did not want to respond to the questions about that. So come on, man. Like, if there's smoke, there's fire.
Well, but with that said, though, I mean, maybe he's taking the side of, I need to know more before I speak on it. Maybe he doesn't know what the fuck. I'm just saying, people.
No, I feel you, but how can he need to know
how
more?
We rushed to judgment on that white boy that popped them 3 cats.
Who was
and
still
all
wrong?
Of a sudden, everybody kind of rush to judgment rather than be like, hey, you know what? Let me hear this out. Now, I'm not saying that Trump is the greatest fucking president. We'll never say that. I could hear him say stupid shit like that. I can actually hear him say something like that. But I mean, I got to give the benefit of the doubt because I was not there and I didn't hear it. Now, if somebody could come out and say, I personally heard this motherfucker say this shit, okay, say it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
So John Bolton, he did that. So not this particular situation,
right?
With the troops, but
right.
I don't know if I sent you the digital copy of John Bolton's book.
Yeah, the book.
Yeah, he laid it all out. This was firsthand accounts of what the fucked up things that Trump was saying.
Talk about this specific shit from this week.
Okay.
You see, I mean, we could fucking try to pull shit out of anywhere to smear somebody, but I need to hear actual motherfuckers. Don't give me this anonymous bullshit, because anybody can anonymously say Lee Hunt is a motherfucking racist. He's a fucking Antifa. He's fucking, you know what I'm saying? And I can say I heard it from anonymous witnesses. You see what I'm saying? Now, isn't that going to make you want to be like, okay, who the fuck is this anonymous witness?
So I can see if it was like somebody that said, oh, it was somebody in his inner circle. So if you had somebody say, oh, it's an anonymous source in Lee Hunt's circle, I can be like, okay, well, guess what? My circle is small as shit. So I can start narrowing it down. Now, I know we were talking about like him and the troops, but you do realize that there was, God, I can't remember the dude's name. It was 2 weeks ago. Okay. He was on all these networks exposing like, nah, man, like I was there. I'm in the pictures with Trump. This is me. This is what we talked about. He didn't want to hear it. He kept trying to, he was saying like how Trump wanted to sell Puerto Rico for Iceland.
Wow.
So this guy, he was like he wasn't a senior advisor. It's kind of like a vice president. I can't remember, and I know somebody's probably going to correct me, but he was not a high-level official, but he worked right under a high-level official.
Okay.
So he had firsthand knowledge, and people still were like, well, why is he coming out now about this? Why did he say something when he was still working for the president?
Right.
That's the type of mentality that there's still going to be an attack on somebody once they come out and say it.
Right. I mean, I don't know, dude. If he did say something like that, that motherfucker has no reason being in fucking the position that he's in.
Yeah, he called like the Marines allegedly, let's say that, okay.
Right.
Allegedly, he was calling the Marines that lost their lives in World War I suckers and losers.
Right. I heard about that. I heard about the Vietnam vets and what are they fighting for? Why are they going? You know, there was a worthless fight or something like that. Again, this is all hearsay. You know, this is all alleged. You know, now I do agree that he did call fucking McCain. But you know what? I have to agree with him on one thing.
What is that?
Being a POW doesn't make you a hero. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. He said what I know I've said many a times within my people, where you know, I always thought that McCain was held to the standard of like the motherfucker's a hero. I'm like, well, he was a pilot that got shot down, and you know, he did time as a POW. Now, I guess to his family and his friends, he would be considered a hero. I get that, but honestly, to me, it's not heroic. Heroic would have been if he let those motherfuckers out of that prison and, you know, and saved countless of lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think I think we do have the whole hero thing. We take that out of content a lot. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not shitting on John McCain. I actually like John McCain. Mm-hmm. To be a huge hippie liberal like I am, I like John McCain. I liked him.
He was a warmonger too.
He was a warmonger, but I liked him because he had the balls to stand up to people. Yeah. Like, he was like, no, he's not a Muslim.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's like, we just have difference of opinions how we want the country. Right. I can respect somebody like that. Now, what I do think that, you know, was something admirable was that McCain chose to let other people lead before him. Mm-hmm. What really stuck in my craw was when he said, I like my heroes that weren't captured. Now, I got that. There was a lot of service members that were captured. Mm-hmm. Now, I got it. Like I said, we tend to throw around the hero word left and right. But now we're talking about people that are captured.
Right.
And like you said about John McCain, to his family, he was a hero. And then people that were captured, they were heroes. They did something heroically. So when you shit on them,
what did they do heroic?
Say what?
What did they do heroic?
Serving the country during Vietnam.
Okay. Now,
so like I said, their families.
Right.
That's heroic.
But again, that word hero gets thrown out a lot. I mean, Caitlyn Jenner was a hero, you know, and
but we're talking about our people. We're talking about our community.
Okay, so within our community, even we know, are we going to call S1 a hero? Is finance a hero?
I know some motherfuckers. I know a motherfucker in the S1 that this motherfucker got him a cab. He was combat promoted and all that other good shit because he got his cab because some shit happened on the fob.
Okay, mortar probably landed by the DFAC and they all got cabs.
He got battlefield promoted. Like, okay, this motherfucker right here is just S1ing it up. But that's besides the point. You know, that's besides the point. But I just didn't like the fact that he criticized people being captured when he didn't even have the balls to go.
Even join. Now that I agree with. A motherfucker to go and throw salt on motherfuckers when he was bitch made enough that he got deferments because of his bone spurs.
Yeah,
I give you that.
But and that's what really just pisses me off. And until this day, this man has been, that happened. He said that in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 5 years since he said that. He's been the commander in chief for 3 years. And he has yet to apologize for saying that.
So do you want him to apologize because he feels it, or because he needs to say it because he hurt somebody's feelings?
I don't even think it's hurting people's feelings. You're the commander in chief. What example are you setting?
Well, I mean, what example would I be setting if I apologized but didn't mean it?
Well, if he doesn't mean it, then he really doesn't need to be the commander in chief.
Why? If he's saying an opinion of his, we elected him not because of his personality. We elected him on the country.
Now, y'all motherfuckers elected him. I ain't elected.
Okay, when I say we, I mean the royal we?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, though.
Mm-hmm.
Now for this topic, why is it that black people hate on black people for being dark-skinned and light-skinned?
That has to do, in my opinion, my uneducated opinion, with the Willie Lynch letter. So if your people don't know what the Willie Lynch letter was or is, they can look that up. What had happened was this guy, his name was Willie Lynch, obviously. So what he did, he pretty much wrote a doctrine telling, like, the slave owners.
Keep talking. I got my dad's calling my mom. Keep talking.
Yeah. So for y'all that don't know about the Willie Lynch letter, dude, like I said, his name's Willie Lynch. He pretty much wrote a doctrine to the slave owners back in the day. And he told them, like, if you want to keep the Negroes, you know, under control, this is what you need to do. You need to have the young ones hate the old ones hate the young ones. You need to cause strife and dissent between the women. You need to put them up against each other based on their color too. So that was like just some of the stuff and methods that they use. And I got it. Some of y'all gonna say, "Oh, I'm getting a conspiracy," but it's really not. Like, I think y'all would feel it's conspiracy because American history, it doesn't teach us this stuff, so we have to go ahead and find it ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then when we find it and other people don't know about it, it comes across as conspiracy.
All right, so I don't know what you just said about my dad had called from El Salvador trying to talk to my mom. So he's talking about the Willie Lynch letter. I just think that it's pretty fucked up that Wesley Snipe motherfuckers be hating on those Drake-looking motherfuckers. That's pretty fucked up. So
yeah, well, the thing is though, like back in the day too, because like I'm a dark skin. I'm dark skinned. Mm-hmm. I have no problem with it. I actually wish I was a little bit darker, truth be told. Like, I'm dead ass, man. Like, I wish I was just a little bit darker. But you know, back in school, man, like the dark skin jokers like me was getting clowned on, man. We was getting called tar babies and all other type of shit, man.
Oh, I remember we used to clown the shit out of y'all.
Like, that shit was crazy. Royal. And then and what's crazy is like now it's like, especially like over like a few years ago, like females were really into like the dark skinned brothers, and I'm like, yeah, oh, now y'all into us, huh? Now y'all, but back then we was tar babies and all this other shit.
Yeah, okay, so with that, you can't attribute that to a fucking Willie Lynch letter. You got to attribute that to fucking what? To bitches like him, what they want to see, right?
It's a fad. That part is a fad, just like the dark skinned brothers being in, because Drake kind of fucked it up for the light skinned brothers. They're all emotional and shit. Like I even posted some shit about it, where like it was this female. She came up and slapped her dude's butt, and it was like dark skinned dude's response. He was like, "Hey man, what the fuck? Don't do that. I don't like that shit." And then it was like, you know, light skinned dude's response, and dude was like singing and shit, and she was like, "What the
fuck?" Dude, that's what I tripped out on. I was thinking about this shit. I know we completely veered off of your John McCain bullshit and this, but it's because it was one of the topics I wanted to discuss about shades of color. You know what I'm saying? Black folk for some reason, but I guarantee you, what kind of females motherfucking be mostly liking? Or at least back in the day, I remember them red bone bitches. I didn't have no dark skinned broads, no light. I
still fucking red, but I'll still fuck with Big Red heartbeat. Trust me, Big Red and heartbeat. Hey, come on, Big Red, bring your big ass over here.
You dumb. I just had to bring that up because it was something that was boggling my mind, and I know I talked about it on that last one with with fucking Cruz, that I was going to talk about that today. Yo, Cruz did get a little butt hurt, didn't he?
Cruz got butt hurt, man. That motherfucker got bad as shit. You can see it all in his face, man. I was dying watching that shit.
All right, so with that said, I do want to add a little caveat to that. I'm gonna be like a first sergeant in the military. I'm gonna piggyback off of something real quick. All right, so maybe when I listened to the podcast with From Under the Net by Sergeant Juarez with old Chuck Landis, maybe I misheard a little bit, and maybe I misinterpreted it as Kowalczyk being number one and Cruz being number two. Maybe, maybe I kind of stirred the pot a little bit because I wanted to.
K-Wall was number one. K-Wall was the best one.
Oh,
Cruz
shit.
was like second best, man.
And
I would say like Bricker was actually. So if Cruz hears this, Bricker may have been neck and neck.
I think Cruz was on point. Cruz was number one.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm
sorry, not Cruz. Well, I'll put it like this. Cruz was number one given to the chief that he was working for. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, because Bricker had Tank.
Yeah.
So that was like a high-speed section.
Yeah.
So you got to put Tank and Weimer next to each other. Who was the better gun chief per se?
So we say his name was what was fucking old
Weimer.
No, we're talking about Todd Bricker. His name was
Todd.
His name was T-Raw. T-Raw from the hood.
That motherfucker was a straight wigger. Wigger.
Oh,
God damn. I'm surprised I still haven't gotten no heat because I be dropping fucking words that I'm not supposed to be using.
Oh, T-Rod from the hood. Nah, man, I like Bricker, man. We used to go to Austin all the time, man.
Bricker.
Like I remember when he brought back a whale and he was ashamed. Yeah, he brought back a whale. Like you remember my Grand Am? I love that Grand Am, man. Had 18-inch rims on it, had a little flip screen in the back.
Who had a Grand Am?
I did, man.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That was like my first car. I had a Grand Am, had like 18-inch rims in it. I had a TV screen in the back. Man, you couldn't tell me shit, man. Because remember, I just came back from Iraq.
That's
right. PCS with that shit. So I was like, man. And I was young and dumb too. I was like, shit. 22 years old, man, I'm about to buy the rims for this motherfucker. Everything.
What, did you buy them or did you go rent to own?
No, I bought this shit straight cash, man. Straight cash. Everything I had was straight cash.
But you know what I trip out on? White folks be hating on motherfuckers too because of their complexion.
Really?
Think about it, man. Gingers get shit on all the time, dude.
Oh yeah, they do, man. That's because they're crazy. They're like, I don't know, man. Them people, they're weird. They're vampires.
They have no soul, from what I hear. But I mean,
yeah,
shit on like everybody too, though. I guess they're the black folks of the white people.
Well, gingers are they're like Cruz was talking about it. So gingers are actually like Highlanders. Like you never see more than one in the same place, and when you do, they always fight. Like they got to fight because there can only be one. Like I'm dead ass. Like I didn't even know it. One of my old soldiers, he was a ginger, and I remember when we were training, we had the lieutenant. He was a ginger, and like the lieutenant just got like sick of shit and he started throwing up. And my soldier was like, "See, this is what happens when you have two or more gingers to get together. Like the strongest one survives." He was like, "No, I just took his soul, so I got all these freckles now."
All right, I got one for you.
Yeah,
cadence callers. Who's the best cadence callers?
Man, Fontaine killed that shit, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
did. The one with like, when that left foot hits the ground, all I want to hear is that, man, Fontaine killed that shit, man.
Yes, he did.
Boy, Fontaine killed that shit.
I'm telling you, that cadence stuck in my head, and I still remember everything about it, dude. And he's like, I'm wearing out. Somebody help me out. Oh, man, because he just
it was stolen. It was dope because you had Fontaine, Tank, Griff, Pete, Hawthorne. Man, there was so many great cadence callers back then. Oh, God.
Fucking, who was it? Pete with the, hey, you get out of my way. You slowing me down. Or such like that. We just go around our asses and shit. Or, hey, private, stop looking at me. Oh, man, those were some good fucking. You can't call some of these cadence nowadays, though, man.
No, you really can't, man. I remember fucking Colonel McGee. This motherfucker was on my ass like a motherfucker, man. Like, so you don't know the dude, right? He was on our last deployment, the 10-11 deployment.
Okay.
Dude was a fucking total. Like, I don't care. Dude was a dumbass. I'm out the Army. I don't give a fuck. Dude was a dumbass. Tell you the story real quick, right?
End it.
So fucking, we're playing basketball. I dislocate my shoulder. This motherfucker says, huh?
Is it the same shoulder you got knocked out by old Russell?
No, when I uppercut, yes, it's the same shoulder before I had surgery. So this motherfucker like looks at me and I have running shoes on. He said, well, if he'd had basketball shoes on, he wouldn't have dislocated his shoulder. I said, oh my God, this dude right here is a special case. How the fuck does my feet got anything to do with my shoulder? You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, man, it was bad, man. Like, man, I was in a sling and shit. This is why we were deployed.
This motherfucker, if you would have been wearing basketball shoes, you wouldn't have dislocated your shoulder.
Yep. I said, all right, you got West Point education, baby. What do I know?
Wow.
The foot bone's connected to the shoulder bone.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
I mean, I heard that, black folks have different muscular fucking patterns, but I didn't know that your fucking ankle and foot were somehow or another attached to each other, to your shoulder and arm.
Yeah, man. Like, well, I'm learning about anatomy right now, and everything I'm learning about isn't it? I don't see it.
Hey, man, how you gonna feel when you have to do some motherfucking massages on men?
Fuck it, I don't care. $30 an hour.
Happy endings?
Nah, man. Nah. But, see, I'm gonna take a lot. I was always told never. Left hand doesn't even know what the right hand is doing. So I gotta keep my business plan to myself right now until it like pops up and everybody can come to my business.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. You're doing some good things out there, man.
Appreciate you, man.
So let's go ahead and circle that back around now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think McCain's a hero. I don't think that anybody. I think that just because you got captured, that doesn't make you a hero. I don't think, in my opinion, that's just my uninformed opinion, and I'm glad I can have that. By the way, what you think of this shirt, man?
I know it's a 119er.
No, it's a 777.
No, that's a 777.
777 Gunline, baby. Anyway, it's to support the podcast. If you guys want to go ahead and buy one, go ahead and check out under the motherfucking under the description of YouTube. Go ahead and help out the brother with some merch, man. But yeah, man. So tell me, what else has been grinding your gears lately?
I mean, shit. There's so much shit that.
It seems like all of it has to do with fucking Trump.
It does, because it's like it has to do with Trump and my quote unquote so-called friends. Because anytime I would post something about Trump, like, it's a floodgate if everybody want to rush to his defense. And like, I've been posting nonstop about like even Fox News, how they're saying that he said allegedly this, that, and the third about the troops, and everybody is just like quiet now. And I'm like, why are y'all so quiet? Like, y'all are quick to come to his defense on everything else.
Right.
Come to his defense on this shit.
I agree with you on that. Like I said, I'm one of those that I like to wait till everything, comes unraveled, because I don't want to look like a dumbass after saying something, be like, whoops, let me bite those motherfuckers. Let me eat those words again. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, can I hear him saying something like that? Yeah, I can. I think anybody can. Did he say it? I don't know, because it would be akin to somebody saying that Obama would have said something, but nobody was there except for anonymous fucking sources. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, you have the right. Yeah, you're right. But like, in 8 years, what was the craziest shit that Obama allegedly said?
I didn't pay attention.
In 8 years, why was there nobody within even the first 4 years that came out? Multiple people quit. Mm-hmm. Multiple people were like, no, man, this shit is not good. Mm-hmm. What he's doing is not good for the country.
Right.
It wasn't. He may have, I got how people feel about him being a socialist or whatever. Mm-hmm. But the man cared about the country. He may not have cared about it the way some people wanted to, as far as like being social and conservative, but he cared. He cared about the troops too.
I agree with that. I agree that each president does care about the country, but they care about it in a way that you may not care about.
Like, to the way that caters to their party.
Yeah, the way that, and that's the thing, man. It needs to be so fucking, this party bullshit needs to go away, because it's fucking retarded. I've recognized that I am center right. There's I lean more right than I do left. But there's still shit that I lean left to, you know what I mean? But then again, that's where you come and compromise and, make make shit happen together.
Well, it should be about the person that's running and their ideas and what they want to push, and not so much, catering to a platform.
Right.
And I mean that with Democrats too. Like, Democrats cater to a platform, and it shouldn't be that way. Like, Joe Biden shouldn't just be regurgitating the Democratic platform.
Joe Biden is fucking. I would be fucking suing if I was any other motherfucking presidential candidate or vice presidential candidate that was on there. I would be fucking suing right now for
discrimination.
For fucking discrimination because I'm not a male and because I'm not a minority. That right there, dude, that's fucking discrimination. You're not choosing somebody based on their ability. You're choosing somebody based on fucking race and
gender.
So, dude, basically what you just said right now is affirmative.
He's pandering. Joe's pandering. Joe was pandering like a motherfucker. We all know that.
He still is, dude. And you know what? It's annoying as fuck that it's going on. And, meanwhile, third parties can't get anybody up there because, we're third party and we looked at like they're crazy. So,
yeah.
I don't know. Oh, question, though. I got a question for you. Kim Klacik.
Who's that?
Woo! You look her up. Look her up. Kim Klacik. She is running for the 7th district out in Baltimore. She's a Republican, black, and she is dropping bombs, baby. I love her. I love her.
Okay, so I'm seeing when you say her, I'm picturing Candace Owens. So
you can picture that if you want. But I mean, check out her ads.
Speaking of which, she's beefing with Cardi B, right?
I read the shit that you put up there, and I heard Candace Owens just fucking going off on Cardi B because Cardi B's stupid. She has no reason to be in politics. Keep your shit. Really? Why?
Why can't listen? Everybody has a right to have a political view.
Okay. But here's the thing that I agreed with on fucking Candace. That bitch is hopping onto fucking onto a realm that she knows nothing about. She sounds ignorant as shit. And come on, dude. Nobody gives a fuck about Cardi B's fucking opinion.
No one gives a fuck about Candace Owens. This bitch was a flip-flopper. This bitch trashed the NAACP.
But
when she was in high school,
she
trashed the NAACP, right? She bashed the NAACP. But yet still, when she was in high school, she had to have the NAACP help her and her family out, sue the school district for racial discrimination.
Okay.
But now she doesn't believe in it.
Hey, people fucking eventually mature mentally. So I'm just saying, when I was younger, I was a Democrat because I didn't know better and I wanted to help everybody out. When I got older, I became more conservative because I realized how shit works.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because that reminds me of another point.
Bring it.
Everybody keeps talking about Trump is doing this for the economy. Trump is doing that for the economy. Like you often said so yourself too, right? My 401k.
It looked good.
Yes. Okay. That's cool. I got that. And this is what something else that sticks in my craw with a lot of Christians that follow him. Once again.
That's what I wanted to touch on too. You talked about Christianity.
I'm a baby Christian. I'm a baby Christian. I'm just now starting, and I got it. Y'all see me drinking. Go back in Old Testament and see what the Bible says about drinking and not having strong drink. I'm not drinking strong drink, all right? Drinking, not drinking strong drink. That's number one. Number two, judge not, lest ye be judged. Number three, we all sin every day and fall short of the glory. But if it wasn't for Jesus Christ, we wouldn't be saved. So I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? But
man, so basically what you're saying is I'm going to keep on sitting and then have that deathbed fucking savior moment.
No, we sin every day. We sin every day.
Bro, I'm tracking.
Yeah, I know. But my sin don't outweigh anybody else's sin.
A sin is
but I digress.
Yes.
The Bible says that money is the root of all evil. Okay. And everybody is loving Trump because, money this, money that. He's wealthy. He's doing this for the economy. It's like, okay, you Christians, wake up. The Bible just told you that money's the root of all evil. But you're worrying about following this dude and like him so much because of the economy and money that's being brought to you. What the hell? So that's another reason why I say people better not look at me for drinking when all they're doing. What's up?
I feel you. So what's the solution? Should we just cancel all fucking monetary solutions? Just cancel everything that's money wise and just start bartering?
No, you shouldn't do that, but it shouldn't be like the ruler of our lives. Like we shouldn't look at who it is like,
I agree.
oh, well,
I agree.
well, you know, the money aspect of it.
Well,
That's what we shouldn't be looking at.
But how did we get to this situation? How did we get to the point where money
Capitalism
around everything, huh?
Capitalism. That's how.
It's a bad thing.
Greed. What is it? It's
greed.
Greedy. Well, I forgot what's it called.
Goddamn.
But like it's out of control, man. It's too greedy.
Yeah.
It's way too greedy, and it's more centered on the people at the top. Just keep getting money. I'm not hating on Jeff Bezos. I wish I'd have came up with the idea of Amazon, because I'd have been doing the same shit too. $200 billion. Man, come on, man. I'm not hating on the dude.
Dude, speaking of that shit, what's up with Dre's wife?
Yeah, that bitch is crazy. Man, listen, that's touching subject. Remember, I told you I got to do something Thursday.
I'm going to speak for myself. Dre's wife is fucking retardedly out of fucking her mind. Bitch talking about that she needs X amount of money for, no, bitch.
The cell phone.
You didn't write one fucking bar. You didn't drop one fucking bass drop. You didn't do anything to produce any motherfucking rappers out there.
Man, she was not cruising.
Get pregnant.
She was not cruising in the 6'4".
Thank you.
What all the homie saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't cruising in the 6'4". And then on top of that, you need $100,000 for a phone bill? Bitches, you calling the International Space Station? Who the fuck are you talking to?
Bitch.
Fuck out of here.
Is she holographic? Is this bitch fucking doing that the fly movement where you teleport?
A motherfucker needs $100,000 for clothes and laundry every month.
Right.
What are you doing that you feel like you can't wear the same pair of jeans 3 times a month?
This bitch must be wearing it once a day. I mean, one time and throw it away.
Yeah, like, no. And then on top of that, you too good. You talking about you need Fendi, Prada, Gucci, Louis? Better take your ass to JCPenney's and get some 501s. Fuck out of here.
Bitch, no. How about this? How old are the kids? And secondly, Fruit Loops don't cost that much.
Exactly. Man, I said that shit on my podcast. Like, all she did was fold clothes and wash dishes. And she probably didn't even do that shit.
She probably did that shit. Consuelo did that shit.
Yeah. Let's be real. Hell yeah. Like, no, that shit is ridiculous, man. Ain't no way in hell, man. Like $2 million a month.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
For nothing. No. For getting pregnant. That's all it is.
For nothing.
Pay for getting pregnant.
For busting it open. That's all. $2 million for busting it open? Man, pussy ain't that expensive, man. Listen. Fuck that.
Fucking for rails. I mean, goddamn. No.
Yeah, that shit was, man, I was dying when I seen that shit. I was like, man, if I was a judge, I'd be like, listen, you want spousal support? I'm gonna give you $100,000 a month. And you, because Dre already said he's taking care of the house and shit. So what you need $2 million for?
How about this? I will make you a one-time payment of $10 million. If you go broke on that bitch, you need to check your fucking finances.
Yeah, yes, that you right. If I was Dre, I'd be like, listen, Dre's worth what? He's worth a couple billion.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you're worth a couple billion. Like you said, matter of fact, I'll give it 25 million.
Fuck no, 25 million. That bitch didn't do that much.
I know, that's what I'm saying, because I'm a generous dude. I'm gonna give you 25 million. You can't, if you fuck off 20, you already seen how she about to fuck off. She need 2 million a month. What's that, 24 million?
No, fuck that.
No, I'm saying in the course of the year, that'd be 24 million.
24 million a year for fucking squirting out a couple of kids and swallowing.
That's what if the judge do that. So if I give you a one time of 25, that means you can't even handle your shit to keep that shit and keep letting it do something, man. You fucking up. You got too comfortable to this lifestyle, which is an excuse that I hear, which is bullshit.
Hey, affluenza, baby.
Nah, man, I don't give a fuck about your lifestyle. You weren't born that way. You came up by marrying somebody that had to come up.
Yep.
Fuck out of here, man.
You ain't got the golden pussy. Because if you did, y'all wouldn't be getting divorced.
Fact.
And then, and I'm not condoning this, but then motherfuckers wonder why wives end up missing, or they go on a trip and suddenly.
Man, I'm telling you, if I ever get married again, I'll give a fuck, man. Prenup.
Hey, fuck, Kanye said that shit back in the day. I
Yeah,
get
man.
that dumb motherfucker ain't got no prenup with Kim though.
And that's another case too, man. We gonna have to talk about that later. Like, I feel it's bad for him because of the whole mental health aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, brother, you tripping.
What he gonna do now?
Man, he did his Sunday sermon where he was walking on water, man, and everybody was flipping their shit out.
He was walking
Like,
on
so So yeah, they built this little glass thing where he could come out and walk on,
right.
and he was walking on water, and everybody was like flipping his shit. And I'm like, come on, man! Like, people are following. Once again, it goes back to how I said people follow Trump. Like, y'all are following these people blindly like this. Like, how is that not disrespectful? And y'all call yourselves Christians. Y'all call yourselves Christians, man. How do y'all not find that offensive?
Yep. Well, got to turn the other cheek, remember?
Yeah.
Now
Hey,
what?
man.
Would you consider Trump your enemy?
No, I don't know him well enough to be my enemy. I to be personally my enemy, no. Do I think he is a threat to this country? Yes, he has been a threat to this
Remember
country.
to love thy enemy.
Oh yeah. I can love you. That don't mean I gotta trust you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, dude? We've made a quick 35-minute hit. I think it's a good spot to chill out with it at, and I got to get you back on the fucking schedule for the next shoot the shit. When are you trying to come back on?
Whenever you have availability, man. Like, I'm off on Fridays anyway, so.
Okay, well, I got October 23rd.
23rd. Fuck it, I ain't got shit to do.
All right, Lee Hunt scheduled for October 23rd. Y'all heard it here, October 23rd. Make sure y'all be ready on the 24th to hear that drop. It'll probably drop the 23rd. Yeah. It's always that good anyway.
Yeah, so to the best number two, to the second best number one man out there, hey, Cruz, keep your head up, baby, man. Listen, like I said, man, no, all bullshit aside, Cruz, hey, when it came to being a gunner, hey, that motherfucker was on it.
Look, man, being a gunner and a paladin, that's not a fucking gunner, man. I'm sorry.
No, okay. Oh, what I say, like, okay, so I say gunner / right-hand man NCO.
Okay.
That's what I would say. Gunner / right-hand man NCO. Cruz was fucking on.
I'm just saying, being a gunner in mechanized is like being a gunny in mechanized. Useless.
And unless you're trying to sleep.
Shit. I don't know. I mean, I guess, you as a gunner do help out your chief if you got a weak chief. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, like, I have fucking, like, anybody that knows me, listen, man, I start looking at the numbers too long, I start calling them backwards, man. Like, I know, yeah, man, like, I will call them, I can see it with my eyes that it's safe, but I'll start blurting them shits out backwards.
Oh, hell no. Yeah. You getting fucking rear the piece, face to piece, fall in.
No, because like I know. That's why, like, my old gunner, my last gunner, he was like, nah, chief. He was like, nah, chief, that ain't it. I was like, fuck. I was like, but like I said, I knew it was safe. So I look at my safety tee. I can see the numbers on my safety tee. Look at the screen. And I can see it's safe, but it's just like, blurt that shit out wrong.
With that being said, I'm going to end it like this. If you were one of those cats that went to BNOC Phase 2 or ALC and you failed the safety tee test, they should have kicked your ass out of that fucking school that same fucking day. Because if you can't read a safety tee, you are fucking retarded. It's easy. I don't give a fuck if you got 3 dog legs, 4 dog legs, how many dog legs. It's easy as fuck.
You would be surprised people that can't read the damn safety tee, man. This shit is fucking, it's like, what the fuck, God? Listen, I'm not saying I was King Sling artillery man, but god damn it, I knew some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it was too fucking easy to read the safety tee. Even fucking Forrest Gump could read that shit.
Yeah.
So,
man,
some motherfuckers need to get the fuck out. All right, we dragging this shit. We dragging this shit. So, hey, I appreciate you being on here. You gonna be dropping any fucking According to Lee's anytime soon?
I need to, man. I need to have Warriors on there. I told Warriors I'm gonna have him on there.
Okay.
I got to figure out a topic or whatever. I need to figure out how to do this setup too.
What?
So I can record and shit.
It's a Zoom meeting. That's all it is.
I got to do the Dragons drop shit. Nah,
you about to see giving your people.
I'm a YouTube it. I'm a YouTube and figure out how.
All right, we'll see how that happens. It's too easy, baby. I'm great in bed and what? What does it say? I'm great in bed and what?
Oh, it says I'm great in bed. I can sleep for hours.
Goddamn right. I bet your man knows that.
Yeah.
All right, then, boss. You have yourself a good one. It was a pleasure shooting the shit with you here on the midweek memo. Y'all make sure to stay tuned for that shoot the shit this weekend. I got my homeboy Vargas. Me and him were together in 277 out in Colorado Springs. Hey, check this out. I've noticed I've done a lot of 277s from my unit. I've only done one person from 19 or two from 19. I need some more motherfuckers from 19 to hit me up so we can get on this shit. And other motherfuckers from other units, even if I don't know you, come shoot the shit with me here. Let motherfuckers hear your story. We'll just hang out and just, be like a motherfucking, what's that shit called? Like group therapy type shit, man.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's what I'll do, man. I'm gonna hit up some of my people and see if they want to come on your show, man, just so they can. Because your audience don't know these people, so that way they can introduce themselves and their story to your audience.
Exactly. Let's make the shit grow. If you're watching this on YouTube, do me a favor. You like the content you're watching, hit a fucking like. If you love it enough to hear it again, hit a fucking subscribe. I'd love to have more of y'all on here, but it's not about numbers. It's about helping each other out. So I appreciate y'all being out here, man. Love, peace, and hair grease. Gunline out. Bye, motherfucker.